Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.96 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 17.33%, and from what we can see here on the TradingView watch list, you can see that the whole crypto market is in green, and that means we are having a bit of a recovery after what we have been seeing in the previous 2 days. We have been seeing massive dumps here on the crypto market, and even BTC going back to around the $15,000 mark, and that has not been very good here on the crypto market. And in this video I want to give you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, and I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Polygon Matic from the all-time high has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective movement, which has now taken us back to around the $0.32 mark. And then from there we have been seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side, which has been obeying the Elliot wave structures, and I expect a wave 5 to take us back to an all-time high in the next bull market. And before we get to an all-time high, we first need to see that first wave to the upper side of this Elliot wave structure, and I believe that is what has been playing out here on the Polygon Matic chart, and you have completed that first wave to the upper side. And if I jump to the 4-hour chart for further analysis, here on the 4-hour chart you can see I have this Elliot wave structure in yellow, which is a fractal wave within that first wave to the upper side, where I expected once we see the formation of this fifth wave of this Elliot wave structure in yellow, that will be completing that first wave to the upper side. And using the trend based Fibonacci, I also had a target area to the upper side in the formation of that first wave, connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of that first wave to the high of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of that wave 3, and that gave me a minimum target area at the fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $1.2426 mark. And from what we have on the charts, you can see that Polygon Matic give us a very nice pump to around the $1.3 mark, and that is where we made our high for that first wave to the upper side. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this Elliot wave structure over here, so that we can also get the key scenarios that I expect to play out. The primary scenario that I expect to play out on this chart is that we are now in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, which is a retracement over here, and we have started seeing that retracement to the lower side. And if I zoom in so that I can also get to the details of the formation of that second wave in this Elliot wave structure in here in yellow, you can see we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a wave 1, retraced in the formation of a wave 2, so a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a wave 3, then so a very nice retracement between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.5 as the minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that fourth wave over here, which perfectly lies between the $0.81 mark and the $0.66 mark. And we made our wave 4 low at around the $0.69 mark, and after making that low for that fourth wave, we saw a very nice bounce over here in the formation of this wave 5 to the upper side, which I have highlighted here in yellow. And within that wave 5 to the upper side, which is an impulsive wave, I also expected to see fractal waves in formation within that fifth wave to the upper side. And after making our low at around the $0.69 mark, we had been seeing such a movement over here, having these as the wave 1, then a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and then a wave 5, completing that higher Elliot wave count 5 to the upper side, and also that higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side. And within that movement to the upper side, we also saw chart patterns in formation, like this channel that we had over here, which gave us a breakout to the upper side. And in that breakout, we saw the high for that wave 3 right here at around the $0.96 mark, then saw a very nice retracement over here in the formation of our wave 4, before we continued pushing higher in the formation of this wave 5. And after completing the formation of that first wave to the upper side, we have been seeing a bit of a retracement over here in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2. And to support that movement to the lower side in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2, we have seen a breakout out of a chart pattern that is in formation right here. And if I draw it out, we can have this impulsive movement making the first top of that double top, and then so a very nice retracement over here, seeing the formation of the neckline, then another bounce, seeing the formation of the top, another top, and then we saw a breakout yesterday, and this is a chart pattern that normally breaks to the lower side, having the target area of that breakout as the height between the tops and the neckline. So using a trend line, we can get that height between the tops and the neckline, then place it over here to give us a minimum target area to the lower side, back to around the $0.96 mark. And you can see in this movement right here, Polygon Matic has fully maximized that target area. And in that movement, we also lost a key area of support at around the $0.95 mark, and we saw a massive pullback to the area back to around the $0.77 mark. And at around the $0.78 mark, we have a key area of support, which now seems to be giving us support over here, because you can see we came back to around the $0.78 mark, and right now we are seeing a very nice impulsive movement to the upper side. And as I'm recording this video, we have managed to break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.95 mark once more, meaning there are chances that once the breakout continues, we might see a retest of that key area of resistance over here, maybe on the 4-hour chart or maybe on the 1-hour chart. And once the retest is in and the retest is a success, I would expect us to continue pushing even higher, and in that movement we can make a high over here before we continue seeing lower prices in the formation of that wave 2. And if I give you a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2 using the Fibonacci's, I just need to connect the Fibonacci's from the low of this first wave down here to the high of that wave 1 at around the $1.3 mark, and that gives me a minimum retracement area to the lower side in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2 between the Fib level 0.5 and the Fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that, which perfectly lies between the $0.898 mark and the $0.6943 mark. So that is the minimum that I'm expecting this higher Elliot wave count to the lower side to retrace into. And if I zoom in once more so that we can see whether this breakdown to the lower side got into that target area, you can see we are seeing a reaction of the Fib level 0.5 at around the $0.78 mark. So that is what is giving us this reaction that we are seeing over here in this bullish movement that we are seeing at the moment, managing to break above the $0.95 mark. And there's a possibility that because a higher Elliot wave count 2 is a corrective wave, whatever we are seeing over here might be an ABC corrective movement that might be playing out. And if I have it here on the charts, we can have this movement to the lower side, making our low at around the $0.78 mark as the wave A. And this movement that we are in right now, if we manage to break above the $0.95 mark and make a new high that is not above the high that we have for that wave A, then there is a possibility that we might continue pushing lower to fully maximize this red target area in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2 in the formation of that wave C. So there's that possibility that can play out over here, and for me, I'm a bit bearish here on the Polygon Matic chart because I'm expecting to see these higher Elliot wave count to play out, and once that plays out, then I can start sketching out movements to the upper side in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3, which is an impulsive movement. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and continue watching those key areas of resistances at around the $0.95 mark and that target area that I have drawn out for the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2. Also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements you have will be supported here on the RSI. On the RSI, we are trading at around the 42 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the upper side. That breakout above the key area of resistance at around the $0.95 mark will be supported, and any movements to fully maximize the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2 will still be supported here on the RSI before we get into the oversold region. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bearish crossover here, but you can see we are starting to lose the momentum here on the MACD, and there's a possibility of us printing a bullish cross. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.